The Blackrock SPOT Bitcoin ETF is a big deal for the entire crypto space, and approval of this particular ETF could greenlight a mega wave of money rushing into the crypto markets. But of course, there's more we as investors need to know, including how to not get fooled in this market, which is easier said than done since it feels like we're all just ready for some good news. Let's start with some good old-fashioned SPOT Bitcoin ETF crypto drama, and of course, I'll break it all down for you and tell you what it means for you. My name is Raj. On this channel, we talk about money. Let's get into it. On Monday, October 16th, 2023, we all woke up to breaking news that Blackrock SPOT Bitcoin ETF was approved, and naturally, this sent the price of Bitcoin skyward in an instant. I'll admit, I got fooled. Don't be like me and verify your facts before you text your friends. Just as quickly as it rose, the price dropped right back down because BlackRock confirmed that this wasn't true, which means that the ETF's still awaiting approval. Crypto is the most difficult market to be in, and for context, this level of volatility, literally $1,000 of upward and downward price action for Bitcoin, happened in less than an hour. This was the result of a single post on X. Welcome to crypto, the riskiest market in the world, and this is the exact reason why I stay clear of almost everything related to the crypto derivatives market. If you're into Bitcoin futures and shorting crypto, I will happily watch you from the sidelines. So why is this particular ETF from BlackRock so special? Why did one post cause such a scene? Well, from the events that just happened, it's clear that approval of this ETF would be taken as overwhelmingly good news for the space, and if it does actually happen, I would consider it bigger than the next Bitcoin halving, bigger than Ethereum switching to proof of stake and becoming deflationary, and bigger than XRP being deemed not a security after its legal battle with the SEC. That is such a big claim. Those are some extremely bullish things to happen in crypto, especially since there are already other crypto ETFs in existence, so here's what you need to know. A spot Bitcoin ETF would give basically everyone a safer, more convenient way to get access to the crypto markets in a way that is directly tied to the price of Bitcoin and opens the door for more money, specifically large institutional money, to enter the market. This is in part because of the company pushing the ETF, BlackRock. As of making this video, if an investor wants to get exposure to Bitcoin and crypto, you have three options. One is buying the crypto directly, two is buying other crypto ETFs that focus more on crypto mining operations and stocks of crypto-related companies, and three is participating in the new crypto market sectors like gaming, decentralized finance, NFTs, and the metaverse, which is far more complicated than most people realize. The problem with all these options is that generally speaking, it's not the easiest thing to do and involves a lot of risk. Your crypto wallet or the exchange you use could get hacked. You could simply send your crypto to the wrong wallet address and lose it forever. You might not be interested in the overall holdings or the overall strategy of the ETFs, or the pictures of monkeys you bought were not actually worth a house. And the list of risks when it comes to crypto and investing basically goes on for forever, but I think we're all on the same page with that. With a BlackRock Bitcoin Spot ETF, an investor doesn't have to worry nearly as much about the risks of self-custody, small startup crypto companies, or an ETF's books, or speculate in niche use cases and wonder if accepting a contract on your MetaMask wallet one time back in 2021, literally just one click, allowed for someone else to have full access to your crypto. As ridiculous as that sounds, this is the reality of crypto today. I've been in this space for over 6 years. It is time to have a safe way to invest in it. I'm anticipating that institutions would have to actually hold the crypto in order to give investors exposure to the asset in the form of a spot ETF. Today, we have ETFs for assets like gold and silver that trade approximately in line with the spot price, and with the ETFs GLD and SLV, the physical gold and silver is held in vaults. I suspect that institutions that want to offer spot ETFs for Bitcoin and other cryptos will likely have to have ownership of the crypto in the same way, which means institutional money will be on its way directly to a crypto near you. Of course, this is speculation, as the spot Bitcoin ETF from BlackRock isn't even a product investors can buy yet, so we have no idea exactly how it will actually work until it hits the market. Although I am sure Coinbase is doing everything it can to be the custodian of choice for crypto holdings for institutions. And no one knows if BlackRock's ETF will actually get approved because I'm sure that not everyone agrees with it. But this isn't just any company submitting for approval. BlackRock is basically synonymous with money, as the company has over $8 trillion with a T dollars under management, and their record of ETF approval is impressive to say the least. So from that perspective, it is very likely that their spot ETF will get approved, as I really don't think they, of all companies, would intentionally go through the process unless they thought it would actually work. Assuming that it is approved, this will possibly be just the first domino to fall, and more crypto ETFs will be on the way. So depending on how regulatory clarity and laws come into the mix here in the United States, it is possible that we will eventually see an Ethereum spot ETF, an XRP spot ETF, and maybe even a Dogecoin spot SPOT ETF, as ridiculous as it sounds, but this is crypto and anything can happen. BlackRock is a leader in the world of money, and approval of the ETF could also be seen as a green light from a regulatory perspective, at least for Bitcoin, but also for other institutions to get on board or be left behind, which won't happen because everyone in this space is looking for profit, and basically everyone knows the potential of the space from past experience. It's important to note that approval isn't a slam dunk though, because attempts for other ETFs have been denied in the past, and the main reason cited was effectively that investors can't be protected from market manipulation. And this in turn leads us to the downsides of the BlackRock Bitcoin Spot ETF and other ETFs like it. No one can totally protect investors from losing money, but in the case of spot crypto ETFs, questions need to be answered because at the end of the day, this is still an ETF with a cryptocurrency at its core. Questions like, is the ETF directly backed by crypto one-to-one? If so, who is holding the ETF's crypto? Do we have access to that wallet's address to see it on a public ledger? What happens in the event that that wallet is compromised and crypto is lost? Do the custodians need to have funds at the ready to make investors whole, or is there some kind of insurance they need to have in place? Is insurance even available? What regulatory body will these ETFs fall under, or how expensive will these assets be to own? And do we need to be accredited investors in order to do so? I am sure there's more questions that need answers, so let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Unfortunately, there is no such thing as a free lunch, so no risk, no reward, but I will leave you with an interesting finding. According to this chart in 2004, when the SPDR Gold Shares ETF launched, gold experienced a significant price increase in the years following, trading from around $450 an ounce to highs close to $2,000 an ounce. And if Bitcoin follows suit, that could mean insane price action in the years ahead given its volatility, and possibly even more ridiculous price action in the altcoin market as a result. I can't promise you 100x gains, but historically the largest percentage returns in the crypto bull markets came from the altcoins, not Bitcoin. But when Bitcoin goes up in value, generally speaking, so does the entire market. Now, are those gold gains just a result of the US dollar constantly being printed, gold just becoming more valuable from its physical use case in tech, and it being seen as a store of value globally rather than the result of an ETF being available? To some degree, I would speculate yes, that is the case, but it is obvious that the value went up, and I don't think it's a coincidence. It seems like more people are coming on board with crypto for the long term despite years of bear market fear-mongering. At this point, it's confirmed that Bitcoin has more lives than most house cats, and institutions are already ahead of the curve. Ultimately, if an ETF comes along that allows investors to get access to an asset class on the rise, that seems like just a natural progression of events that companies will create products like ETFs that allow people to get exposure to the asset where they can charge a fee and profit as well. And they're incentivized to be ahead of the curve because they want to make as much money as possible, so we can speculate that an ETF becoming available is a leading indicator for future price growth. Although this would depend on many factors, one being the overall state of the economy and stock market, and is overall not a guarantee. So it seems that institutions want in on Bitcoin, they're willing to go through the trouble to get new ETFs approved, retail investors like you and me see the potential as well and are okay with the risk, and it feels like it's only a matter of time before the money starts pouring in from both major organizations and from underneath mattresses, although I hope nobody decides to take on a second mortgage and invest at the top of the market again. All this combined with speculation that the Fed will stop increasing rates soon, hopefully improving things at a macroeconomic level, in my opinion means that the medium-term and long-term future at the moment looks good for crypto. No one knows for sure what will happen or exactly when it will happen, especially me since I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice, but if you appreciate me breaking this down for you, feel free to drop a like and let me know your thoughts on crypto in the comments section down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.